money for nothing, chicks for free.
Alright guys, this is just more evidence that I might be pretty accurate to my prediction of the top of the Pokemon market. Crypto is blasting off. Obviously, we have Retardio up 45% today. Just these are the crazy numbers we're going to be moving into crypto. This should last for about 3 months. Just the absolute craziness that altcoins bring. No investment in the history of the world has ever seen anything like what they can do. Up and down, and recovery. It's amazing. But yeah. So we are in the lucky time every 4 to 5 years for 3 months. We get to see altcoins absolutely explode. And all the flippers and scalpers and resellers, whatever you want to call them in Pokemon, are going to start seeing this. And they're not going to be happy with the 2x. They're not going to be happy with the 2x instantly when they have to wait, a couple hours in line or whatever they have to do to get their Pokemon product. They're going to be like, dude, I can get 2x like in a day on some cryptos without doing anything, just a couple of clicks of a button. I don't have to ship anything. I don't have to sell anything. It's just clicks of a button. That's all. And so this is where Prismatic will start to crash, because most of those people are holding tons of Prismatic. Go to any Vapor Cell video, read the comments. People brag about their closets of Prismatic. So we know that's all going to come out of the woodwork. It's not going to take much of a price decline or much of seeing everything else go up around them that they're going to get frustrated and want to get out. They only say long-term. They don't know what long-term means. They haven't lived it. They just say it. They see what other things have done over time, but they don't realize what it takes to hold. But this is a critical juncture. This could be nearing the end of the bull market of assets in general. That's usually where altcoins are. They're usually at the very end and the most explosive. I'll have to make another video to give more in-depth analysis on this, and I have to learn more myself. But the U.S. government, BlackRock, Trump, it looks like they're all trying to pipeline in a new monetary system through crypto. Like I said, yes, very in-depth. A lot of these new bills Trump has been signing, which I don't know much about, but I know how they affect crypto. They're really helping the stablecoin company, well, especially USDC. USDT might be obsolete in a few years. I think the government's really going with USDC. Another way they're increasing liquidity. It's just freaking amazing how government finds new ways to produce liquidity. It's through stablecoins. One of the things signed in these bills says with stablecoins now, you still have to be backed 1-to-1 with dollars compared to the stablecoins that are out there. But you can now buy government debt. You can now buy U.S. treasuries. So that's going to bring a lot of U.S. debt being bought because you can earn interest on that as opposed to, just holding dollars in a bank. I don't know if they're even allowed to use a savings account. I'm not sure, but government debt's going to pay more than a savings account. So those dollars are being now used multiple times. Customer comes in, buys a stable coin. Those dollars are then used to buy government debt. And not only that, but those dollars doubled that whole time because that customer still has those stable coins. And if they put them out in the market, they're going to be out there for a while, get traded around. If they finally come back, they got plenty of reserves to pay that off. and that'll be deflationary, obviously. But we have to, that's just one thing I really need to look into. Are they changing the monetary system to avoid a crash? Because they know the current monetary system we have is just, it's going to die soon. It's going to, there's nothing. That's why we see crazy numbers. And we're going to see crazier numbers this cycle than we have other cycles, because that's just the way it goes. The less and less you come from a reality base with the monetary system, the more crazy things are going to get. So that is critical, because after this alt season is done, depending on what they've done with the pipelining of Ethereum, stablecoins, and all that stuff, um, after the altcoin bubble bursts, we're going to be hearing a lot about complaining. All assets are going to go down. Yeah, people are going to go bust. And then after a few months of that, we're going to hear people complaining about the price of eggs and gas again. And that'll be the time to start buying some more Pokemon cards. And I want to learn about singles. I think at the bottom of the bear, you follow this channel, we're going to be buying some singles. We're going to up the leverage in the Pokemon market. All right, guys. That's kind of what I wanted to say. Talk about today. Just remember, we are in a critical juncture. This is going to change a lot of things in the Pokemon market. Your dollars, if you want to multiply them, are definitely better off spent in the crypto market. If you want to multiply your dollars and still, be a little bit of a collector and everything, you can still buy Pokemon. I think there are certain sectors that will crash in Pokemon, mainly Scarlet and the newer stuff, Scarlet and Violet. And other sectors could thrive, mainly vintage, especially during crash times. Vintage tends to get its bump up as everything else had gotten its bump up during the bulk of the bull market. So we can still play games with the portfolio. We don't have to put extra money in. That's another thing. I will be setting up a Pokemon portfolio for the channel. I'll be setting up two. The Poor Man introductory one, where it's, easy to get in. You're not spending lots of money. And then the level 2, which we use the Pokemon Center ETBs, maybe a couple of boosters here and there. That'll be the bulk of the portfolio. And we will rotate through time as I see deals and when the times to sell certain things. But anyway, that's all I had for today, guys. Have a good one.